Hey y'all, Blanche here. How's it going today? Okay, I know I have been gone forever, and I apologize. I am soon going to be back with some more drag tutorials, but I wanted to bring you this because I am working on a show here in Houston, the Rocky Horror Show, Stage Door Inc. I'll have a link to the show going on down there. And this is a test makeup for Eddie. The director of the show said that he wanted Eddie to be sort of corpse-like, so I decided to do this, and it ended up turning into a whole big zombie thing. So I decided, since I was doing it, I would go ahead and record a video on it and post it up for you to see. Wanted to let you all know that I recently deleted my Facebook profile. And I did that because it was just getting too hard to keep up with everybody and to post. And I had almost 3,300 friends on there, and I really appreciate everybody that friended me, but it was just getting too much to wade through. So what I did is I created a fan page, and I posted it. And I have a link down below to that, and I would love it if everyone would go and like it and keep up with me that way. I promise I've got some new tutorials coming very soon. I also want to let you all know that Jay and I are going to be in Los Angeles, California on September 22nd, like 22nd through 26th. We're going to be going to the LA Comic Con, and we are so excited. We have yet to actually make our reservations for a hotel. So if y'all know of any cheap hotels in the Los Angeles area, let us know. Or if any kind person out there wants to let us stay with them, that would be awesome as well. As long as they promise not to kill us in our sleep. That's a good promise. Okay, guys, if you want to see how I did this look here, keep watching. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take the Death Flesh Cake Foundation from Ben Nye and just a wet sponge and apply this all over your face. This is the first time I've used the cake foundation, and it seemed to work pretty well. You don't really have to powder over it, so if you're using this just as a foundation, you don't need a powder. But just get this on and then let it dry a few minutes. And then I'm going to take the Ben Nye Monster Wheel and the purple color, the dark purple, and I'm going to lay in just where I want my shadowing to go. I'm going to put it all over my eyelids, brushing it all the way up to my eyebrow, and then I'm going to use it to make some bags under my eyes. Just anywhere where you think there would be dark shadowing. We're doing basically a corpse zombie after all, so just have fun with this purpley bruise color. Get that right up under your eyes and blend that out. Notice I'm not making a solid circle under the eyes. I'm just doing more of a line under the eyes. And then I'm going to do the nose folds. This is all in the same purple. Dragging that down from the corner of the nose, enhancing my nostril there, all the way down to the corner of the mouth, and bringing that color under the mouth as well. Anywhere where I want to do some kind of contour. I'm drawing some eyebrow folds up there. This is the one part that I had problems with, and that I probably would go back and change if I were to do this again, is the way I did the eyebrows. And I'm also drawing the nose crease. You'll notice in zombies a lot of times they have this across the bridge of the nose crease. It's where the flesh of the nose has started to sink in, and it shows the line where the bone is. I'm going to add some forehead contouring. Keep in mind a skull when you're doing the contouring. That way you'll know where things should be shaded and highlighted. You're basically drawing a skull on top of your face. And like I said, we're still using that same purple color. I'm darkening the forehead contour just a bit. I wanted the sides there to look kind of sunken. And now I'm going to just cover my lips in the same purple color. I just wanted to get them darkened. It really doesn't matter what color you use here, because I'm going to be putting another color on top of it later. And then just blend that around. You're not filling in your lips, you're just darkening them. Then I'm going to use the Ben Nye Ultra Light Cream, and I'm going to go in and highlight. Going along the inside of the nose fold and on your upper lip. Highlight it there. And then also on the chin, because we want to bring the chin forward. And then highlight across the top of that nose ridge that we drew on. And then along the top of the cheekbones. And also on the side of the nose there. We're using a light, fleshy color highlight for right now because I thought it was a good contrast with the cool of the purple shadowing. And then I'm doing some highlighting across the forehead as well. Now I'm going to pucker my lips and then brush the same ultra light highlight across my lips, and what I'm doing here is it's just hitting the top part and it's leaving the lips looking kind of dry and cracked. Now I'm going to brush the red color from the monster wheel just around my nostrils. I just wanted that to look a bit inflamed looking, and then blending that up. And then I'm going to draw a line down the center of my nose with the purple and blend that in so that it's a bit more, makes my nose look a bit bonier. I don't know why I did it. I just thought it would look good, I guess. Now I'm going to do a bit of highlight just on the top of my head. And again, I'm still using the ultralight. And now I'm going to switch to white and do a bit of brighter highlighting. I'm going to do it along the top of my cheekbones, and then a bit on my nose, and just anywhere where you want your highlights to stand out even more. Now I'm going to take a small brush in that same purple. Because we're using a small brush, it's going to go on darker, but we're deepening our creases. Like I'm doing it right along the nose folds, and then I'm going to draw some lines like down from the corners of my mouth. And I'm also going to be drawing some lines around my actual mouth, like some creases. This is just to give you a bit of detail. And we're going to outline the lines around your eyes. And then draw in some wrinkles on your cheeks. And you can put in however many you want here. I usually do 3 or 4. Some on the inner corner, kind of some scowl lines. And then again, outline the bags under your eyes. Draw a little just on your forehead, because you don't want your forehead to be completely smooth if you've got lines other places on your face. If you're wearing a wig, you probably don't have to do this here. Or if you don't have quite as much forehead as I do, you don't have to do as much. And then I'm going to put some lines just on the cheeks, so that there's a bit more detail. Okay, now I'm going to go in, and with, again, my white, I'm just highlighting between the wrinkles that I drew on before. This will make them look a bit more three-dimensional, and it just helps to make them look like you don't have just lines drawn on your face. Now we're going to powder. Like I said, with the cake foundation, you don't really need to powder, but because I used a cream on top of it, I want to set that cream. So I'm just using a little bit of powder. And then I'm going to dust it off with a powder brush. And now to punch up my contouring, I'm going to take a dark blue matte eyeshadow, and then just with a small brush, just go in and deepen that contour up just a bit. I'm doing it on my forehead and on my cheeks, just on the inner corners of the eyes, because I want that to be the deepest looking places, and a bit under the eye. And then just a bit on the forehead on this side as well. Okay, and this is pretty much it. You can use any colors you want, but this is what I chose. What do you think? Okay guys, talk to y'all later. Love you all.